60 seconds.
Oh my God, look who's come back. Speaking of the devil. Oh, if it isn't my favorite bad penny. How are you?
Let's switch it on. Look, I checked the garage.
All right. Hey, we're going to start you off with a real simple math question first. How many people are... Okay, super, one player. Go ahead and type in your name.
What's been going on tonight?
Dude, you have to get a satellite dish. Another thing, are you looking for a 7-question game or a 21? Thank you very much.
30 seconds.
They're threatened by women.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in bright periwinkle blue.
20 seconds.
Hey, half-pint, get the boom out of the shot before you make Paul cry, all right?
All right, listen up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9,
Absolute pain.
8,
I was in cat,
7,
remember?
All right,
6,
we're going. Lose
5,
the desktop.
4,
Okay,
3,
go to
Civil
black.
War Battles of the Network Stars, coming this fall to PBS.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello there, this is You Don't Know Jack TV. I'm Schmitty, and you are playing by yourself. Nothing to be ashamed of, everybody does it. Well, you're playing all by yourself today. Well, that's okay. Look at it this way. You got a lot of room. Okay, let's go. All right, pick a category.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to #1.
The category, able to leap tall cruise ships in a single bound. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. All right, it's analogy time, people. Get your fingers twitching and buzz in when you think you've made the connection. Superman is to speeding bullet as Flipper is to the average. Just like Superman is faster than a speeding bullet, Flipper is, if you believe the theme song, faster than lightning. Yeah, he may be fast, but does he have a pair of underoos named after him? Because having your image on children's underwear, that is a true mark of greatness. Give me a category. Let's see what we got going. Sing a song. How does $2,000 sound? And now, your question. Which TV show's theme song would you not be able to sing around a campfire? There are no lyrics to the Murphy Brown theme song. Oh, and by the way, if sitting around a campfire singing TV theme songs sounds like fun to you, don't you ever invite me to go camping. Throw me a category.
We're losing him,
On my
Doctor.
count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Today's specialties include the Un-TV. $3,000 for this one. All right, imagine this. You're watching a public TV station when you see a promo for 7-Up is the first of 5 sociological documentaries they started back in 1956. They trace the lives of a group of British children. They make a new one every 7 years. It's pretty cool. The most recent one aired in '91. It was called 35-Up and subtitled, "Get Away From Me with the Freaking Camera Already!" Category, please.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
Let's take a look at Keep Your Eye on the Spiral. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. All right, listen up. TV detective Beretta is sitting on his fire escape talking to his cockatoo, Fred, when he is gradually hypnotized by Fred's constant up and down bobbing. In this hypnotic trance, Beretta assumes the identity of the character Robert Blake made famous as a young boy. One of Robert Blake's earliest roles was as the lovable Ragamuffin Mickey on The Little Rascals. He was good friends with Froggy, who grew up to be, you guessed it, Phyllis Diller. Time to pick a category. For your enjoyment, first banana, second banana, third banana, 4. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. All right, buzz in and pick the name that correctly completes this analogy. George Michael is to Andrew Ridgely as Tom Hanks is to... Just like George Michael, Tom Hanks makes you think superstar. And just like George's Wham partner Andrew, Tom's bosom buddy's partner Peter Scolari makes you think, who? Of course, Tom gave Peter a part in his movie, That Thing You Do. Hey, George, your turn. All right, I need a category.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
This one's called Jetsonian Economics. You get it right, you get 2K. All right, it's time to fill in the blank. Buzz in and start typing when you know the answer. Now, you know, I'm watching the Jetsons the other day, and the thing that bugs me about this show, I don't care it's a ripoff of the Honeymooners or the Flintstones or any of that. It's George's boss. This guy is always threatening to fire him. It seems like that's the plot of every episode, or at least every other episode. I gotta tell you, man, if my boss treated me like that, I'd tell him to take this job and shove it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so anyway, here's the thing. For which company does George Jetson... Go for it. George Jetson is a computer operator at Spacely Sprockets. Rumor has it we'll be using computers in the future. If that doesn't blow your mind. Give me a category. Okay, Flesh Nut Slit Slime Snore.
It is time for a difficult question.
Let's see if you can make some sense out of this gibberish category. Buy my new and improved bathroom cleaner. $5,000 sounds like a good place to start off this gibberish question. All right, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay, take a look at this and tell me with what famous TV phrase does it rhyme? It's Rowdy Booty Grime. This could do it. Type in your answer. Nice job. You really know your duty. All right, pick a category.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
Coming at you, widower. I just buried her. $1,000 if you get it. Hey, you know how nowadays they seem to have an AOL chat room for almost every conceivable interest? If you enter a chat room for single TV fathers whose spouses are deceased, which of the following member addresses will not be found in the room? Tom Corbin at CourtshipOfEddie'sFather.com, Bill Davis at FamilyAffair.com, Steve Douglas at MyThreeSons.com, or Andy Taylor at the Andy Griffith. How does one say no? What do you say we check out the right answer? On the show Family Affair, Bill Davis is known as Uncle Bill. He's a bachelor who inherits Buffy, Jody, and Sissy. I think you can also reach Uncle Bill at www.mylifehasbeenruined.com. Throw me a category.
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
Well, what do we have here? Cheater, cheater, raw egg eater. $2,000 for a correct answer. Here's the question. Based on the names of the American gladiators, which of these would not be a way to cheat on the show? Sneak a snake down Snake's shorts, spray Mace in Lace's face, kick Sonny where the sun don't shine, or zap Zap with a bug zapper. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. There's no American gladiator named Snake. Now, if you watch the Egyptian version of the show, they got like a dozen gladiators named Snake. And one big guy named Asp. You know, it's a cultural thing. Time to pick a category.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
Open wide and get ready for, do you want to give or receive? You're looking at $3,000 on this one. All right, my friends, let's see if you know your game shows. Buzz in when you think you know what 2 shows go in the blanks. $10,000 pyramid, $20,000 pyramid, blank, blank, $100,000 pyramid. It's a $25,000 pyramid, $50,000 pyramid, $25,000 pyramid, and $75,000 pyramid, $50,000. Oh, come on, just pick one. You want to see what the smart money says? The $25,000 pyramid and the $50,000 pyramid were the other two titles on the game show's Journey Through Inflation. Unless you're watching the Egyptian version of the show, which they call the $25,000 triangle. Something about pyramids being sacred or something. I don't know. It's that cultural thing again. That does it for round one. Let's move on to round two. Don't forget, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. All right, I need a category.
11, come on, girl. Good question.
May I introduce Free the Puppets? If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. All right, listen up. In our world, there are only two kinds of beings, humans and puppets. Which side are you really on? Say you're a special agent hired to track down and exterminate puppets hiding out in the human world. On the set of which show would you not find any puppets? Unhappily Ever After, Soap, Alf, or Third Rock from the Sun? Have you no puppets, sir? At long last, have you no sense of puppetry, sir? Third Rock from the Sun has no puppets, but what the hell, they're close enough. Category, please. The category is When Daves Cry. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Hey, you know that classic Roy Orbison song, Crying, in which Roy claims he's crying over you? Well, my friend, suppose they do a remake of Crying based on the famous telecast in which Today host Dave Garroway burst into tears on air. What might the song's lyrics be changed to? Crying over being called rude, crying over being replaced by Chancellor, crying over J. Fred Muggs, or crying over the 21 scandal. Here's the one the winners pick. Dave Garroway cried when discussing the 21 scandal, which involved Today's Show regular contributor Charles Van Doren. Yeah, and the next thing you know, they're going to be changing another classic Orbison lyric to Pretty Woman, the kind Willard Scott would like to meet. All right, pick a category.
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
Let's have a big warm welcome for Talk About a Bloody Mary. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. All right, let's imagine for a moment that you're working as a bartender. Say you make a drink called a Herman's Head, inspired by the show. Based on the characters that live in Herman's Head, what would be the correct... Herman's Head consists of 4 equal parts, 1 woman and 3 men. There you go.
No, I said put a head on it. On it.
Throw me a category.
I remember growing up on the mountain and sharing my bedroom with 14.
And our special guest tonight, Mr. Rogers, goes to Washington. $4K coming your way for a right answer. Okay, picture this. As a tribute to Mr. Rogers, Washington, D.C. is rebuilt to look like the neighborhood of make-believe. Which of the following buildings would be turned into a carousel? The Pentagon, the White House, the Smithsonian Institution, or the Washington Monument? Nah, 5-sided shapes are too advanced for Mr. Rogers viewers, but you'll learn about him someday. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? In Mr. Rogers' neighborhood of make-believe, the museum is a carousel. So if Washington is the land of make-believe, then I guess the president gets to be Mr. Rogers. And, well, everyone else in Washington would still get to be his puppets. Give me a category.
The thrill of answering! The agony of 15!
This category is known as, Baby, You Have a Star. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Considering how TV's Sybil gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, how might you expect her acceptance speech to begin? You need an inner spark. Chalk it up to experience. Do you want me to paint you a picture? Or, I have very chiseled features. so you don't lose any sleep over it. In the opening sequence of Sybil, we see her star chalked onto the sidewalk. I keep watching, hoping to see her outline chalked on the sidewalk, but it hasn't happened yet. Category, please. All right, don't freak out on me or nothing, but you're about to jump headfirst into a diss or dat. The category for this diss or dat question is pick this and you'll get dick. Okay, I'm going to read off 7. Okay, you've been through this. I'm just going to put your 30 seconds on the clock then. It's showtime. The Dick Van Dyke Show. 8 is enough. Mama. The new Dick Van Dyke Show. Diagnosis Murder. WIOU. Van Dyke and Company. Back to the one you skipped. Mama. That'd be 7. You know, you only got 4 of them right, which is not very reassuring for the rest of the game, is it? Let's look at your new score. Hey, keep it to yourself. Time to pick a category.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
God bless.
You're beautiful.
I believe this one is called Funny as a Crutch. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. Heads up. Here it comes. Which of the following TV characters would be busted for illegally parking in a handicapped parking space? Mary from Little House on the Prairie, Dr. Carrie Weaver from ER, Guy Caballero from SCTV, or Geordi from Star Trek The Next Generation? Let me show you what I would have picked. Although Guy Caballero sits in a wheelchair, he's not handicapped. He only uses the chair for sympathy. Hey, it's called SCTV, not PCTV. All right, I need a category.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
All right, give it up for where TV characters go to die. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, you know how those commercials for the club use people who are supposed to be real cops, except thinner? Well, what if they use TV cops instead? If you see a commercial for the club in which the spokesperson uses his trademark TV phrase, "It works for me," who is the spokesperson? Hunter, Cannon, TJ Hooker, or Columbo? Does this ring a bell? Hunter's catchphrase is, "It works for me." The club does the trick, but I like to beat the crap out of them anyway. You know, just for grins. Throw me a category.
Minty cool, minty fresh 19.
We're calling this one Saturday morning TV that makes you go blind. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Eyes forward, we're going. Which of these was an actual TV show? Pud's Prize Party, Playing with Peter, Dickie's Dial-In, or Wee Willie's Winker? Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Pud's Prize Party was a 1950s talent competition for kids. I don't even want to know what kind of talent you needed to get on that show. Give me a category.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
Here we have, sounds kind of shady to me. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Hey, you know that show Evening Shade and they got the town newspaper, the Argus? Well, if Burt Reynolds' character poses for a photo in the Evening Shade Argus that is similar, since Burt Reynolds posed totally nude for Cosmo, Wood Newton would show up in the Argus in the buff. And then the whole town will finally find out how he got the name Wood. All right, pick a category. Well, someone's in a big hurry to get to the attack. I wonder if you could find the time to look at this clue. People you love to hate. Try not to take it personally. See ya. Whoa, you jacked that attack. Let's see how you jacked up the final score. That's the game. Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
You don't know Jack!
All right, that's one more in the can, folks. Hey, Raul, what's happening?
Way to go, player. Not only did you make the high scoreboard, you knocked somebody else off it. Way to go. Hey, you want to play again? Give me the word.